Hey everybody, SoIt'sSparrow, welcome back to my channel, and I have an audience of a dog, but this is gonna be an attempt at something different, you know? So, I frequent Reddit a lot, so to the people who follow me from Reddit, hi! Still there, I just am on a bunch of different subreddits. But one of the things on one of the subreddits I was noticing was a really high trend in everyone caring about this tutorial, this glass skin tutorial. I'm like, what the f is glass skin? Like, what is that? Well, finally I went and I watched the video, and now I kind of know what glass skin is. Glass skin is your skin but better type of thing, where your skin is so blended that it almost looks like you're really not wearing anything. Like it's even beyond no makeup. It's beyond the boy beat. We're at, are you really wearing makeup or are you just with me today? So this video was done by Mariah Leonard. I watched it, I took notes. The most important thing that she said was minimum product, maximum blending. So that's the concept we're going to take today. Most of the products she used were cream. Unfortunately, I cannot find my cream contour stick, which is fine because it would have been too dark for like a bronzing type of deal. So there will be a couple more powder products in her routine, but we're going to try and get the same effect. So that's why this is attempting a glass skin tutorial. And so if you're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and do this, okay? So first things first, her whole thing is for priming, she took her primer and mixed it with her moisturizer, which, because she's a dry skin person and I'm an oily person, I see immediately how that is just gonna fuck up my whole day, because my skincare is more towards hydrating, you know, keeping moisture, which lowers my oil production because my skin learns over time I don't need to produce more oil because I'm already hydrated instead of mattifying stuff. But my primer, which is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, is a smoothing base to just make your makeup look better underneath. But I did bring my moisturizer just to try it that way. So my moisturizer is currently the Glow Recipe Pink Watermelon Glow Pink Juice. This is amazing. But I feel like when I mix it with my primer, which its job is to kind of be the barrier in between all my skincare and my sunscreen and my makeup, I'm compromising it by putting the moisturizer in. So instead, no, I'm gonna do it. I feel like doing this video, I'm gonna say instead too much. So instead of being really annoying and just continuously going, well, I could do this, but because I'm not her, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it and just deal with the consequences. So I'm taking my rice grain amount of my Tatcha primer and putting that on my palm because I don't want to use a mixing palette. And then I'm just going to take a pump of my Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. You see me? One pump of that. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. And I'm just going to see if I can mix it together because the two textures do not want to mix. We're trying here. I feel like I should just use a brush to mix it. And then we're just going to apply it to the face. This is a great idea. Great idea, Sparrow. You just keep it coming with the great ideas. Alright, so skin didn't get that really matte tone that I get when I use my primer normally. So that's kind of different in and of itself. Skin still feel like I still have that blur, but it's not as blurring. How do I say it? So normally the Tatcha primer gives me like a more matte canvas and it's more blurred. Alright, so next is gonna be applying foundation. So the whole point is minimum product, maximum blending. So I'm gonna use this, which is my Lancome Skin Feels Good, just because it's already like the lowest, dewiest product, coverage product I have. So I'm just going to squeeze it out on my palm palette and take a little bit at a time. So I'm taking it and dotting it mostly on the center of my face. And then I'm going to blend that in. So I'm only taking these 4 dots. I'm going to blend them in to my skin as deeply as possible. And I mean, she really was like blending it in. Like, she took it everywhere before she actually decided to add more product. And I was like, I didn't even think the product could go that far. So if you're someone who's like always trying to extend the life of your products, like you want it to last you much longer, I mean, feels like Mariah Leonard was talking to those kinds of people. So I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation, but I can see in the viewfinder that like the natural like weird random tones of my face is actually pretty evened out, which is kind of cool. I still have a fuck ton of foundation left on here. But right now what we're going to do is actually take my color corrector, and this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer. And I'm just going to put that a little bit on some places on my face that need color correcting before I go into my concealer. She said you can color correct, but I feel like she didn't think about, like, because she's a fairer tone when she's talking about color correcting, she's like spot color correcting. I'm talking about my mouth will turn gray once we start applying certain things. I'm just going to apply a little bit on my mustache area, and then on this dark spot on my cheek, and then I haven't dipped back in, by the way, and then whatever is left I'm going to start trying to take off the other one and pat under my eye for some color correcting, and I'm using my finger mostly. I'll blend it out with the brush in a second, but right now I just want my finger to kind of just work it down to a soft layer. And then, actually I'm just going to use my finger for this because I just want it to work. And this is because for like when I put the wet foundation on, I'm fine. But when it comes to actually like when I start powdering things, that's when all of a sudden my mouth area turns gray. And they're just like, and I'm just sitting here like, why? I'm doing my chin as well because this is the whole area that turns gray due to just natural discoloration of the skin as a person of color. I'm just patting it into my foundation. And now I'm going to take the foundation brush with no extra product and just circular blend over where I apply it. Just to blend it into the foundation even more than my finger did. But I'm also being very gentle not to like pick it up and take it anywhere. I didn't do the tops of my eyes because they're kind of like just naturally smoky. So, next is concealer, and Mariah Leonard's concealing method was also pretty minimal. She put a bunch of dots of concealer on the side of her nose. Like, she put concealer on the side of her nose, took a much smaller brush, which this is the smallest, like, blending style brush I have. She has this fancy It Cosmetics one that's like $50, and I'm just like, I'm not. I tried to do this video without buying anything new, so. Took it, and you're going to take it around and out, under her eye, over her eye, just all in this area, but she's not. But she put all the product on her nose so that she's to blend it away from her nose. And again, circular motions for everything. I do look brighter at least. And I don't know if I mentioned the concealer I'm using, but I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy because I feel like my soft matte, because it's such a matte texture, is probably going to be way too much for this look, and I don't want to go and accidentally just end up making this another glam look. Like, I'm really trying to stay as true to the source material as possible. I just also know where I'm gonna fail, and that's gonna be with cream contouring, since I just don't have cream contour products. Taking it on top of the eyelid. Also, again, she didn't do her eyebrows, and I was just like concerned, like, how am I supposed to live? Her eyebrows look so, like, you know, bushy and real. This side didn't. I don't think I put enough on this. Oh man. I'm in that conundrum of, did I put enough, or is that just me? But I can see like actually I can just see the same darkness as before, so I'm just putting a little bit more. My radiant cream is empty, so like I'm not getting an even disbursement of product when I open it every time. So I think that I just need to kind of not freak out every time so I'm okay with putting a little bit more, just so that there's the even amount of concealing. I'm still just blending circular motions, making sure everything's nice and blended. Okay, so I literally think I haven't used even an ounce of product. And like, or not an ounce, like I feel like I haven't used a full drop of product all over my face. Now it's time to powder. And when you powder your face, this is where all of us who are used to our Instagram glam powdering sessions are about to cry a lot. So I'm opening my MAC Patrick Star powder because this is the powder I've been using. I'm going to dip my brush directly into it and pick up whatever I pick up. I'm going to transfer it onto this lid. And this is all the powder I'm allowed to use to set my entire face. So I'm going to mash my brush in, pick up some powder, and then very carefully, gently pat the powder onto my face. And I'm picking it up, putting it in the brush, and I'm patting my face. And I'm starting in the center where I'm most oily. Really? And I'm patting in the center where I'm the most oily, and then working my way out. And I can feel like I feel like I'm not setting my face at all. And that's what's driving me absolutely insane, because I'm oily skinned. So I feel like, oh my god, like I'm not setting my face at all. Like it really shouldn't. It's supposed to set your face without like actually encouraging any like movement, of product or anything. And I'm just over here like, can I just set everything nicer? Can everything look like more matte? Because matte is what oily skin girls want. We want matte faces. We want matte this, matte, 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 matte. And I'm over here like trying to do a tutorial right now of the doing. So I think I put on probably a little bit too much powder because I feel nice and I feel set. And I feel like she practiced this look many times before she did the video. I'm just doing for the first time, so forgive. So she next used a cream bronzer. I don't have a cream bronzer. My cream contour stick decided to move out without telling me, so I don't even have that. So we're going to be using powder from this point forward, which she wasn't about. So I apologize if this is where you said, and then the video just went left. It did. It went left because this is the point where I'm going to go ahead and be more myself and less Mariah Leonard. I have my MAC Patrick Star I'm Not Blushing Blush Powder Duo, and I'm going to take my biggest, fluffiest brush, and I'm going to take my biggest, fluffiest brush, and I'm going to take it into the bronzer side. This is the lightest bronzer I have, and I'm just touching it and tapping it off. I'm going to dust it on my wrist like she did, and then take it onto my skin to create a very, very subtle bronzing. So I'm really picking up as little product as possible because I want it to look more like a natural look, but I'm also using this big fluffy brush so that it's all blended out to the point that you couldn't really tell that I ever put any on. Because the thing is that I'm pretty good about applying bronzer, but I've never had to apply so little. So I thought maybe I need to apply some more. And I also need to just not use my same bronzing standards, because my regular bronzing standards are, if you can't see it, I obviously haven't put on enough, right? I'm also sweating in here a little bit. It's super hot outside. I'm gonna go test this in super hot weather in LA, so forgive me. I'm also gonna take a little bit of the blush, same brush, same technique. Tap it in, tap it off, dust the wrist, hit it up. And this blush has very fine, very soft, so I know that the color will come up. I just don't know how much I'm gonna like it. And I'm really making sure to keep blending it as I go, because it's also blending out the bronzer some more. And I'm already experiencing, I just feel like things are sticking to my face weird. Taking a little bit more of the bronzer to do my nose, the sides of my nose, just to make it stand out a little bit more. So I've never been a person to wear foundation without powder. I used to wear powder foundation first because I thought liquid foundation sucked because you still have to set it. And it was a weird, trying to learn makeup is really difficult when you're not really good at it. But once you learn it, you got it. So, okay. So I did my bronzer, and I could see some of my face just got really matte because I used a powder bronzer, but I'm not going to win everything. So now it's time to highlight. And again, she did not do her eyebrows. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera with some brow gel, give it that, fake look and whatever. So I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in Moon Glow, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. Flawless face brush. And the reason why is because she uses a big brush with a big domed head so that she can diffuse the highlight as much as possible, that it shouldn't be. So I'm going to take the brush like that and not take a lot, and I'm going to start applying it in circular motions over the entire area. So this is not the way we normally apply highlighter, right? And it's going to give you more of a glow than a stripe. You're not going to get your stripe of highlighter if that's what you were looking for today. If you're looking for a glow streak, you're going to get a glow, but it's going to be a very natural, pretty glow, like skin. And this is why I picked my Bobbi Brown one, because these are the ones that I always get the most skin-like look off of, with very little extra prompting. You said, I need you to glow as naturally as possible. I'm grabbing one of my Bobbi Browns over anything else. And I'm only taking one stab at the powder before I go into my face. Alright. Last part of my face to highlight is actually the center. One stab, tap off excess, and again, we're just going to do circular down the center of my face actually now. Again, it's to give you that really nice, sheeny, wet, highlighted look, but it's so natural. Where's my nose glow? I'm dying here, Mariah, I'm dying. I don't have my nose glow. Can't leave me like this. Okay, and so this is the finished glass skin attempt look. I mean, I feel like I am wearing makeup and I'm not wearing makeup, and that frustrates me because I'm usually a person who, it's either it's on or it's off. There's none of this in between ass shit. So that's the thing that's really got me so fired up right now. It's what do I do? I'm going to look in the mirror and go, ooh, girl, what happened? I'm kind of mad at it because I'm just I think my eyelid might be creasing, and then it's because I'm oily, I will crease, my eyes will crease, my face will crease, everything will crease on its own naturally. And because of that, that's why I powder hard. My under eyes, I bake them. Not because it's a trend, but because it's the only thing that keeps my concealer from moving, because I use a heavier duty concealer to hide this dark circle area. I don't like my dark circles. I don't sleep, and that's an indicator of the fact that I just don't sleep well. I went to bed at 4 a.m. yesterday. It's ridiculous. Well, 4 a.m. this morning. That's how bad it is. But I think it's really clean. I think I wear this look to an interview, maybe with some better brows, but to an interview, I feel like this makeup definitely is the way to rock with it, because you look clean and presentable, but you're not you don't look like you didn't try, but it doesn't you try too hard or you're too much. Because a beam and highlight at an interview isn't the thing. So I would call this an interview makeup. I would definitely be if I had to go to a job interview, or if I was going to get somebody ready for a job interview, I'd be doing this exact same kind of technique, just because I don't particularly want to wear it every day. I wouldn't want to wear it at all, actually. But I would wear it to something where I don't feel comfortable wearing so much makeup and having the comments about it. And having people say, ooh, makeup, you like makeup, huh? I don't want to hear that. I don't need that in my life, you know? But this is it. This is the finished look. So, now it is time for you to go down in the comment section and tell me what you think. What do you think? Would you glass skin your life? Would you be a glass skin tutorial? Would you, or do you like your full bake, or are you just like no makeup? I just like watching people put it on. It's relaxing. Let me know that down in the comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks, big shout out to Mariah Leonard, because she's the one who made a tutorial for the technique, and it's the most popular one that I found so far. I also got a lot of tips about cream products from one of her friends, Samantha Ravendall, who actually watched more about both of them, because they're dry skin individuals. I can see this is probably gonna melt off later. So rip this look, you know, because I'm oily, but it's really pretty right now, and I really like that. I feel like, ooh, pretty, but like not too pretty, I guess. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like stuff like this, like tutorials, anti-hauls, first impressions, and reviews, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We will be here every week, no matter what. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!